evening. I'm Vinita Rangera from Team BriPublish, and today we have a very amazing author with us, Urvi, who has written a wonderful book which says, "Hey, it's okay." And this book is, something very amazing. I was going through Urvi's profile, and she is not just an author, but she loves to counsel and she has a vision to improve, empower, and bring meaningful change to the people around her or the environment around her. So let's hear it from Urvi. Urvi, over to you. Can you please talk a little bit more about your work and your book?
Sure, ma'am. So myself Urvi, and I'm currently a student of Delhi University second year BA program. And I just became an author of my book Hey It's Okay. Apart from that, I'm enrolled in many projects such as teaching unprivileged kids, guiding slum area peoples about their rights and law, and make sure to give mental health knowledge to everyone possible, and I try to be a good listener in every way possible. So this is my little bit of bio.
You're very young, and like you have stated that, from a very young age, you were driven towards knowing about what are the mental health issues, how to, improve lives around us, or you really done a lot of work around it. So, what encouraged you, Urvi, at such a young age to hold such a big vision? You were very clear about the vision that what you want to do. So, what encouraged you?
My family encouraged me a lot since my elder sister, I have two elder sister, and we have a very huge gap. Like me and my elder sister have a 14-year age gap. So she's like my mother only. So when you have a very elder and you feel like generational gap with your own generation, then my sister used to tell me it's okay if you feel a generational gap with your own generation, because we used to feel the same. Then I started to think like, okay, some things are normal, but we just don't think this is our normal. So I started to catching some points where which is normal, but society don't think it's quite normal. So I started noting down every little details. And in my class ninth, when I get to chance to study Kerala for 1 year, so I see people are so ungrateful about things. They are not caring about the things they got, but they are ready to complain what they don't get. So I started practicing gratitude journal to see if I get more things by complaining or if I get more things by saying thank you. So the practical was quite amazing. I get more things when I say thank you. So I started apply this technique on individually to my juniors, and the result was quite good, quite amazing. And that result said, Didi, I have this problem. So I started to counsel them because see, I'm little bit elder to them, so I have little bit experience about their studies and all things. So that's how the journey started. And one fine day, one of my juniors said, Didi, you have to write a book. And this is subconsciously fitted in my mind. And that I got the opportunity, so I just wrote. Because I have the content that is ready. Because I feel like it's okay to normalize in every generation, from
Absolutely.
childhood to adulthood and beyond. Every generation feel like they're missing out something, but it's not. Every generation found something, every generation do something, but they actually focus on what they don't. So it's my motive to make them aware about that. You already did a lot, you just need to focus on what you did. What you don't did, it doesn't matter. So this is what I felt like. My environment was very good enough. My family, my school, I think they are the one who makes me today who I am.
This is very quite insightful, I would say that, I mean, we all know that, thanking, for everything we've got is very, very good practice. But the moment we have something going against our wishes, we completely forget about this, value of life. So tell me, like when you have written that you have worked with, three different three different projects. So I'm sure you're meeting children from all areas of life, and I'm sure there are more who are coming from the underprivileged, slab. So, what kind of difference do you find when you are introducing to them to this kind of value or a virtue? Uh, what do you feel? How fast are they adapting to this, something like this? Or have you, because sometimes people who have a lot of issues in life, they are more spiritual, they're more, inspirational than someone who has it all. So, what kind of differentiators do you see there? And what do you think? How much more work is required or not required, or what kind of things we can do to have a very good environment all around?
So I would love to start with a habit. When I firstly go into project, 3 to 4 different project, I first start with the technique that you have to do daily to say thank you to 5 things. They are like, no, it's not possible. Matlab, we are the underprivileged kids. How could it possible? I said just start with the one. And later on, they are like, after a month, we are not sure about which 5 things I had to pick. Means I have a lot. If I am roaming around, I see a man which he don't have legs,
Hmm.
but he is walking. So I felt like, oh, I have legs.
Yeah,
So
so
he
much
just started
different.
sharing this little insights. Then I said, that is the main basic highlight. If you start with the one, you
Hmm.
will get enough. You will get enough, and at the last, you will realize you have a lot to say thank you. So this is what I felt like. This is what I did was very good to start, and this is for everyone. Doesn't matter what age group it is. If you start with just a single habit at a very short level, so it is easy to adapt to, or it is easy to nurture with the flow.
Correct.
So one thing I learned with this project is that second thing I have a very different project. So I learned not every time every single habit works. You have to be very differentiate about different models. So I adapt myself that no, it's not like this that every project works with the same patience. Sometimes you have to be tired, sometimes you have to be overwhelmed, sometimes you have to be at peace. So this project makes me differentiated. Not every project, every emotion demands same emotions.
Hmm.
Sometimes you need to be slow, sometimes you need to be hard, sometimes you need to be work more than your capacity, and sometimes just it's light, so it goes further. So this project's also teachings me. So I think this is what the project does for me.
So in your book, it says, "Hey, it's okay." So is it like you have explained these concepts, or is it on a storyline which makes the reader understand how the life has to be paced, in this fast, fast-paced life that we are living?
What I believe is, ma'am, there are enough books already about the storylines and the targeting types. So I always want to write a book that heal childhood trauma,
Okay.
which many people have. So I started with the childhood portion. So if someone childhood is reading, so they started believing their child from their childhood, it's
Mhm.
okay to feel like this. Or if I or any teen adult is reading, so they started healing their childhood.
So when you say
Then
childhood traumas, what exactly you are pointing at, because
it's like
if you see in today's world, uh, the youngsters have become very sensitive towards so many things. And if I compare it to, say, 15 or 20 years back, those were the issues that I think nobody used to even address to, if somebody uh, is little harsh to you or somebody raises their voice, it was all acceptable. And but if we talk about now, the generation now that we have, they are not to be, scolded, they're not to be bullied, So, how do what exactly do you mean when you say childhood traumas?
Very first thing is, no, is from childhood, they are not ready to believe it's okay to be different.
Okay.
They are trying to be same. For example, my Naisi loves to draw, loves to do art. She want to do mehendi, but she never gets support from her family. Obviously, study should be priority.
Okay.
So when she read this book, she read it's okay to be different. There is a topic for that. I wrote about that. She said, Mama, Masi, write that it's okay to be different. So I can do study, but my love for art should be same. And from that day, she relaxed because she felt like it's okay to be different. It's okay to
Have
to love more on the art side, creative side, and that results into she started doing study by herself.
Okay, she got interested
It's not,
and
yeah,
okay.
it's not get huge impact on her study, but she started to love study little bit more. She started that little time enjoyable. She doesn't have any pressure about anyone. Because now is ready to be different. Now she knows it's okay to be different. If I am different, maybe I have some creative side. And she is very good in other things. So she started feeling courageous about that.
So basically, it's because the era today is all digital, where we don't have many family members to even discuss about how we are feeling or our lives or just life. So probably we feel we would be judged if we,
Yeah, that's the most issue, and that's the sometimes we say हमारे बचपन में ऐसा नहीं होता था. But every generation have something inside. They
absolutely.
don't forget. They don't forget. Just one of my brother, cousin, he's 27. He read that childhood wala portion and he said, Urvi, you heal something that is broke in my childhood. So something is not healed by time. You need to heal that
By
by
accepting it.
making yourself better. So something is not changed with the time. You learn to live with the time. So you need to accept that not everything changes with the time. Time is in our place. You need to work on that. You need to improve. So here is my book, which is divided on the sections. So once you heal the childhood trauma, then you come with the teenage work portion where the success, toppers, exams, pressures, you get about that. Then you get the little bit more adulthood where society set the standard of being getting married early, getting job at the fixed time. So I normalize doesn't matter you have love life or not, you have a societal job or not. But if you are doing great, you know you are doing great by mentally, physically, anyhow, then it's okay. Then I go beyond with the senior citizen group where they felt like that they have a regret that they are not doing great like what today's generation doing. So this is how I divide my book in a generational conditions, and after every generation I give some task because when you started to work on yourself, no, we became lazy. We are ready for others, but we are not ready to make ourselves better. So after every section, I give task just to write letter themselves or do any great. So after end of the book, you need some techniques just like gratitude techniques, affirmation techniques, and many more techniques just like that. And after ending the book, you rediscover yourself basically.
So
So
it's
this is the main theme of the book.
basically, this is a book towards self-healing in a very, very subtle manner where the reader goes on a journey, but uh, without realizing much and with a lot of self-acceptance can really have wonderful results. So wonderful, Urvi. It's a very differently written book, and I really wish you all the best and that your book should really do well. And all my best wishes to you. And with
So
this note, we will be wrapping up today's, podcast series with the youth. And uh, Is there any message that you would like to give to your readers, viewers?
I just want to say, give yourself time. You have a life. You need to do most after it. You will not get this life again. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Urvi. It was great.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you, ma'am.